Devin Haney completely fell off. So I've recently made another video on Devin Haney on him being a sore loser after his defeat to Ryan Garcia, and that's a little bit of a different topic, but today we're going to speak about why Devin Haney's career is pretty much ruined. I know a lot of you are going to disagree on this one, but if we look at his last fight against Ryan Garcia, he reportedly pulled in $35 million, whereas now after his loss, he was ordered to fight Sandor Martin as a mandatory to defend his world title, and although he declined that offer, stating that he was mentally, physically and emotionally unfit to fight, his estimated purse for that fight was around $2.2 million, which is a huge decrease in comparison to his last fight. And yes, I do understand Sandor Martin is definitely not as much of a big draw as Ryan Garcia, but at the same time, Devin Haney really isn't as much of a big draw as he once was, and there's a few reasons for this. Well, let's first understand that Devin Haney really wasn't a big pay-per-view star to begin with. He definitely isn't an exciting fighter and doesn't have those huge knockouts that draw fans in and would want to pay for the pay-per-view. In fact, to most casuals, he's known as a very boring fighter, and really his main selling point was being undefeated. Just like Floyd Mayweather, his main selling point was having an O on his record and not losing at all, so people would tune in to see how he would do against the next person and see if he would lose. But now the world's witnessed him get beaten down by Ryan Garcia, he really doesn't have a selling point. And now we know that he's beatable, or has been beaten, who would want to watch him? We know he's not going to bring a huge knockout, and we know he's not going to bring a super exciting fight, so a lot of fans wouldn't really want to watch him anymore. And a lot of people followed along with the Devin Haney story because he was built up to be the next Floyd Mayweather. He was hyped up to be a future great, and one of the best in the sport. Considering he was an undisputed champion at lightweight and defeated a lot of big names, he was set to be one of the biggest in the sport and retire undefeated. And that was my prediction originally. And now at only 25 years old, that has been proven wrong. What now? Honestly, there's not a lot more he can do. And another reason I think he's lost so many fans is because of the way he reacted after the fight. And like I said, I did a video on this in detail. If you want to go watch that one, it will be on my channel. Essentially, he acted like a big sore loser and didn't show that warrior mentality that people would have loved to see. I can imagine it would have been very different if Devin Haney turned around and said he's going to get his revenge on Ryan Garcia, but he didn't. He came up with every single excuse and did everything he could to try to get that loss removed, in which he successfully did, but that didn't gain any respect from the people. If he would have reacted like a champ, it may have been a little bit different, but since he kind of whined about it and made it a big deal, he's lost a lot of respect from the fans and in turn has lost a lot of fans.
We will take legal action, because it has affected me.
Devin reacted to the fight by saying he's going to take 2 years off and get his mind right, whereas no one really wants to see their favorite fighter react like that to a loss. They want to see them get back up and get back to it, and that's not what Devin Haney did. Eventually, Devin Haney's legal team settled for Ryan Garcia having a 1-year suspension, a $1 million fine, and a loss being taken off his record. But this still didn't seem like enough for Devin Haney, with him still making complaints and tweets about the situation and basically still being a crybaby. And honestly, I think it would have been a very different situation if Devin Haney came out and said, "Hey Ryan Garcia, you cheated. You know what? Let's get the rematch. Let's run it back and I'm gonna crush you." But that didn't happen. We never got that energy from him. So realistically, what should the next steps be for Devin Haney to be able to gain his respect back and seen as a big draw once again and have any potential of being a great in the sport? Well, first things first, he needs to get that rematch with Ryan Garcia, and he needs to dominate in that rematch. However, I don't think that will ever happen, considering Devin Haney has publicly said he doesn't want to rematch him because of many reasons. But I think that's exactly what he needs to do. Get Ryan Garcia extensively tested, make sure everything's smooth, and then dominate him in the rematch. That's the only way people are going to forget about that loss. Then maybe after that, he'll be in a position to be a big draw again and be in the position he once was before. But until that point, he's just going to be fighting low-level names for lower purses, and it's just not going to be too great. And Devin Haney is genuinely a very talented boxer. I don't think any of us want to see him go out like an Adrian Broner. So he needs to get it back in blood with Ryan Garcia, beat him, and start focusing on the top names like Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and then maybe Devin Haney will gain his fans and respect back. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments what you think about this. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. Anyways, that'll be all from me. I'll catch you in the next one.